Year 6 Maths, multiplying decimals by a two-digit number. Now, we have previously multiplied decimals by a single-digit number. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to multiply a decimal by a two-digit number. So we're basically going to use the column method for multiplication. And the only difference is that we're going to be using decimal places and decimal points. Now, watch how I do this. So we have here 1.15, and we're going to multiply that by 35. So I'm going to write underneath here 35. Now, I need to be very careful about how I set this out because there's a lot that can go wrong with all these numbers going on. So I've drawn the top of my answer box. Now I'm going to put in here a decimal place there, a decimal place there, and I've got my answer box because remember, I'm multiplying by the single digit and then the two-digit number, so by 5 and 30. So I need 2 rows. I'll be then adding those together, so I'm going to put my decimal place there, so I'm not going to forget any of them. So let's start with 5 times 5, which is 25. So I'm going to carry my 2 here. 5 times 1, which is 5, plus 2, which is 7. And then 5 times 1, which is 5. So that first row is 5.75. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cross out the 5 because I've finished with that, and the 2. And just as I would do when I'm doing column addition by 2 digits with whole numbers, I'm going to put a 0 here because when I multiply the 3, I am in fact multiplying by 30. So 3 times 5 is 15. So the 5 goes here and I'll carry the 1 up there. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. And then 3 times 1 is 3. So let's add these up now. 5 add 0 is 5. 7 add 5 is 12. So we're going to put a 2 there and we're going to put a 1 just here. 5 add 4 add 1 is 10. So I'll put a 0 here and I'm going to carry a 1 here. And then 3 add 1 is 4. And my answer is 40.25. The next one is 8.24 times 42. So I'd like you to pause this video and to have a go at doing this on your own. When you are finished, unpause and I'll go through it with you. Okay, 8.24 times 42. Let's get my answer box. Decimal place for the single digit, decimal place for the double digit. I'm going to put my decimal place for when I add them together as well and close that off at the bottom. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 8 is 16. So no carrying for that. Nice and easy. Let's cross out the 2 because we're finished with that. Now, the next number is 4. In reality, it's 40, so we need our place value holder here. 4 times 4 is 16. 6 goes here and the 1 goes above the 2. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And then 4 times 8 is 32. Now, if you notice, we have now gone across into a hundreds column, so I'm going to just extend my answer box there. I'm now going to add these numbers. 8 add 0 is 8. 4 add 6 is 10, so let's put a 0 here, 1 here. 9 add 1 is 10, plus 6 is 16. Carry the 1. 2 add 1 is 4. And then there's 3, so it's 346.08. Now we have 16.5 times 57. So pause the video, work through it, and then we'll go through the answer together. Right then, 16.5 times 57. So I'm going to put my 5 here, my 7 here, I am going to do my answer box. Now, if you look, the decimal place is here. There's only one, the decimal point is here. There's only one decimal place, a tenths. So that's different from the last two we have done, where we've had tenths and hundredths. So 7 times 5 is 35. 5 here, 3 here. 7 times 6 is 42, plus 3 is 45. 7 times 1 is 7, and 7 plus 4 is 11. Let me extend the answer box at the bottom there. So let's cross out the 4, cross out the 3 at the top, and cross out 7 so we don't become confused. We've now got 50, so we're going to put a 0 here, and now we can just treat it as 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Let's put the 5 there, put the 2 above. 5 times 6 is 30, plus 2 is 32. Let's put the 2 here and the 3 here. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8. Now we need to add these up. 5 add 0 is 5. 5 add 5 is 10. So 0 here, carry the 1. 2 add 1 is 4. And then 8 add 1 is 9. So that's 940.5. I now have 4 for you to do independently. Please write the LO. I can multiply decimals by 2-digit numbers. Pause the video as you work through them, and then when you have finished at your own time, I will reveal the answers. Okay, I will now show you the answers. So there are your answers. If you have an answer which is different, please go through it again to see where you went wrong. And if you're still having problems with that, you can ask me. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.